All right, Coach. Well, autumn's starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered,
and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 23. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
We're going to start. Come on, guys, 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Ready? 55, come on.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man right side is Ingram. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Sign 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, lady. Get ready. Get ready. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon.
36.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, here I come. Hey, lady. Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
11 yards there, 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Weaver. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Throwing Jones. It's caught. Shepard.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want
It's a gain of 2.
Keep playing hard,
3rd
fellas.
down and 13.
Game. Woo! You're side. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got one. Check nickel. Ready?
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Peppers. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Check 41. I got it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go!
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Go!
Look at me, zipper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 94. We own it. Hey. Ready?
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Braxton Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First carry for Trenton Cannon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 5-5.
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Yo, Tammons and Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike 7, Mike 7.
65-10.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Check 25.
Red 80.
Mike 50.
Red 80.
55.
Red 80. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the 50, it's Darnold. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Barkley.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
They'll run with Barkley. A little 360. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Giants first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Strip that ball. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Lady. Check right. Watching it 5.
Check the outs. Check the outs.
Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
41's the mic. Check 41. Let's go, D.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood. Speed grip.
On 1st and 10, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Ready.
Mike, 57.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Braxton Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 7. Let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
7. Mike 7.
Now it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Johnson 2 brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
41's the mic.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic.
On second and 12, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Copeland picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Topper! Hey, Charlie!
Watch twist. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Crowder now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to Cannon again on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Darnold completes it, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Open man is Anderson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Cannon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hurry.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Caught right side, Tate. The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, you got deep?
Play.
Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, orbit.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 7.
Let's get the ball.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Hey, I'm the man, ain't he? 7's a Mike.
Darnold to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Giants, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for